look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to be discussing with you in today's reaction video, ladies and gentlemen, is a couple ladies on here are going to discuss what they believe to be some of the significant contributing factors that lead to a broken black nuclear family. So let us go ahead and get into that right quick. Let's get into it right now without no further ado. Boom. Let this lady start first. Let's get it.
Is getting pregnant and having a child, is that not like considered like a serious thing anymore? Now, I can't call this baby mama culture because it takes two to tango, so I'm gonna call this broken family culture. I feel like there's an epidemic right now of a lot of people having babies and a lot of people getting pregnant with no real thought of having like a family structure in mind. It's almost as if people are...
I agree with her, because now we live in a day and time where the women, majority of all these women, especially if they're young, they no longer require commitment before sexual intercourse. They no longer require marriage, a wedding proposal before having children. They no longer require any type of significant, long-term, significant commitment to them without... Excuse me, my train of thought I just left it. Let me get back to it. What I'm saying is they no longer require significant commitment before they choose to cohabitate with a man. I'm sorry, I just came out of nowhere. Let's keep going.
People are getting pregnant to prove a point or to try to keep somebody around. It's weird. It's weird. I'm not talking about the people who, like, they were in a relationship or they were married or something like that, and they ended up having a baby with the person and it just didn't end up working out because, like a lot of people say, babies change the dynamic of a relationship, but the people still try to co-parent. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that are purposely procreating with someone. And
yes, that is true. There are people who purposely choose to get pregnant without the things I mentioned beforehand, without trying to see where it's going to go. They never give themselves any time to get to know the person. They're in lust. They're not in love. They are infatuated, but they're not dedicated to each other. So what we got going on right now is a bunch of women and men, but I'm going to talk about the women because the burden falls heavier on the woman than it does the man. She has to carry the child for X amount of months. She has to deal with the things that happen with the hormonal changes while she's pregnant. She has to deal with the negative stigma of being a baby mama. Even though being a baby daddy is a negative thing, being a baby mama is far worse than the stigma that follows a man who doesn't take care of his children. Because a woman is looked like a whore, basically. Just have all these different baby daddies, no type of wedding ring, nothing like that whatsoever.
no hopes to have a family. And then either the father leaves or the mother tails off, or it's just a really fucked up environment that you're bringing a child to, and you knew you were bringing that child into that environment. And as a woman, I obviously think about pregnancy from a woman's perspective of before, during, and after. That is a lot to put your body and your mind and overall yourself through, just for anybody and anything. And I also feel like we are in a day of age where there are people that are getting pregnant, or women that are getting pregnant just to secure a bag. And they don't care how many baby daddies. They're looking at these kids as money.
I've often said that in many videos. Those children don't have souls to some women. All those children are paychecks from the government or from a man who has money. A lot of women are sleeping with men and getting pregnant on purpose, not because they want to be mothers, but because they want to be rich, because they want to be well off. They don't really care about the children. They just know that if they have a child, it can be a bridge between poverty and upper middle class, or rich, or just too middle class. They just know if they have a kid that their daddy, Uncle Sam, will give them a check for it. It's a way of being a prostitute for the government.
They're looking at them as money, and it's weird. And then the dad is not even looking at the kid at all because he don't want to be in the child's life at all. And it's like no one's thinking about what this can do to like their child in these situations, purposely creating these messed up environments for your child where they have to go back and forth between parent. And that's if the parents even like each other or care enough about each other to not argue, to not be spiteful, to just not be, you know, a certain way towards the other parent where it interferes with the relationship with the child. The Joy Chavez and Andrea Michelle situation is one of those that you can kind of look at and kind of see this. More so the Jalen Green part. And I'm not going to say I don't know why. I know why y'all trying to say like, oh, Jalen, she this, she that. That boy don't care. That boy know and he don't care. This is probably someone that he's been wanting to mess with since he was younger or whatever. And he finally got to that pinnacle where he could do that. Andrea for sure don't give a damn because y'all know she want that bag at the end of the day. But just because you can financially, let me say this again. Just because you can financially take care of a child does not mean you can mentally or emotionally and physically support that child in the way that they need to be supported.
That's correct. Money and materialistic things cannot fill the void in a child's heart that only a parent, that only a father or a mother can. Having a child is another intimate relationship. And intimacy does not always mean sexual. Intimacy is basically the intertwining of your soul with another person. And it doesn't have to be a man and a woman. It can be a mother with the child or a father with the child. The father and the mother sacrifice the better parts of themselves to that child so that that child can feel loved and feel confident and to feel as if they have, what can I say, validation. And hopefully they'll grow into a productive person in society. Okay. But there has to be a parent who's willing to be intimate towards that child in that way. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
You can especially take Nick Cannon for an example and all them damn kids and baby mamas that he has. And it's just like he is going on tour and trying to repopulate the world. And I just think it's just crazy. And it's like, then people always gonna say, oh, well, you know, the Bible means be fruitful. And yeah, be fruitful with one partner or at least somebody that you're married to. You going to the forest and you being fruitful with every damn body. That's not what the Bible is talking about. And I want y'all to stop using the Bible to justify y'all messed up actions, bro. Stop doing it.
Me too. There's a lot of people who try to use the Bible to try to justify the wrong that they're doing. I agree with them.
That. And I'm not gonna even start on how a lot of y'all barely got your damn self, let alone you got a child. I'm not gonna start on that. I'm also not gonna start on how y'all think gentle parenting means not parenting your child at all. That's a different conversation for a different day. All in all, baby, close your legs, or at least think before you open your legs up about the actual outcome that comes along with opening them legs up.
She is right. A lot of you women, you mustard back heifers, need to close your legs.
I'm a mustard back heifer. I love to have my legs wide open. I like when Pookie Ray busts a nut up inside of me because I'm a mustard back heifer. I love to toot that thing up. I love eating Pookie's booty. Let me tell you, Jack. Yeah, stop talking to us like this, Mr. Hill. We mustard back heifers don't like you.
And I seriously don't give a fuck. Let me go ahead and put one more clip on here for you of a lady who got something to say about it as well. 1 second. Hope y'all doing all right today. Let's get it.
I just got one question. Is it just me or women in this generation are normalizing being a baby mama instead of being a wife? Like, whatever happened to that saying, first comes love, then comes marriage, then a baby in a carriage? But nowadays, this generation, I really don't know what to say about y'all, honestly. Because, see, me, oh, baby, I want to be a wife. I'm not trying to be no baby mama. I want to be a wife. I want to have a husband and children and have my own family. I don't want to be in a situation where, oh, my child, he's here for this weekend, then he's with his. No, I'm not doing that back and forth, that co-parenting, baby mama, baby daddy. Not for me. But my thing is with some of y'all women, y'all be so quick to pop out a baby for these men, but what about that ring? He can't get a ring. But you give him a baby first, but you ain't got a ring on that finger. Help me to understand. No, but for real, y'all, to all the women out there, let's stop normalizing being baby mamas. No, we're trying to be wives. Because I know I am. I don't know about y'all. But me, I need a ring on this finger. Period.
Well, if you want a ring on your finger, honey child, the first thing you're going to have to do is take off that motherfucking hair bonnet. You have to take that off, man. You had me till I kept looking. Just couldn't focus because I saw that old lint covered ass thing. But yeah, she's right. I hope we can, but I don't see it happening. It would be nice if we could not normalize single parent mothers, but as long as there are women out there who's willing to toot it up, don't have no morals, and I can do what I want with that type of mentality, it ain't gonna stop anytime soon, Jack. Anyway, you let me know what you think about this topic. I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon. Y'all take it easy now here.